Do you think there has ever been a better time in history to be famous? And I preface that meaning particularly in business, because you see all the biggest exits right now, or the biggest brands that are being built, especially in like the liquor space, for example, with George Clooney,
Mm.
exiting his company for 400 million. Dwayne The Rock Johnson sold 400,000 cases of his, liquor company. LeBron launching his. But you see a lot of these big brands that are being built quickly now, quickly meaning 1 to 5 to maybe 10 years, being built on the backs of celebrity. So do you think there's ever been a better time to be famous?
Um, Probably not. I think it's easier to be famous now than it ever has been,
Hmm.
because of how many people you can get in front of, how easily. I can reach a worldwide, I can interact with people in Japan and have a presence in Japan and live in the United States because people see my stuff. But before, it was very hard to do that, So the Jordan brand was built slowly, over the course of his entire career, and it really took off kind of after his career, right? Like in a huge way. Where you've seen like LeBron's brand, Curry's brand, those people you mentioned, it's been built in like 5 years or 10 years, like while they're playing. It's so much easier. You don't have to go and do a 2 month tour in China to get in front of people. Like you bring them in social media and then you already have a presence. So it's easier now to become famous, and then the opportunities for the same reason to build a brand and get that brand in front of a wide audience, a worldwide audience. It's never been easier. So from that standpoint, yeah, I think it's one of the best times. From the standpoint, the negatives to it is like you mess up and your brand can tank instantly because you say one thing and you get caught on camera. You do one thing out in public and someone has a camera there. It's everywhere in an instant. So damage control is super important, and operating authentically. So what you build your brand around, it needs to be who you are as a person, so that you don't have to be on every single second of every single day trying to like live this fake presence. Just who you are, and you don't get caught in those situations. So positives and negatives to this time for famous people for sure. But
Totally. And I think authenticity has never been more important either, because it's impossible to be somebody that you're not publicly. It's just bound to end up in disaster. And also
I
the
think
long,
it's I think it's important right now. I think it's never been more important because it's never been more rare. It's so easy to be fake. You can post something on Instagram, you can post something on Twitter, and put on any persona that you want, and you don't have to meet people, but you have this massive friend network, virtual. And authenticity is fading quickly, in my opinion.